Our topic is Ukraine, the just war, the just war, and international law. And the background for choosing this topic is that Russia has just announced a partial mobilization of troops, about 300,000. And that is a very clear indication of the clouds of war. And I'm talking about the big war. Since February, what we had was a Russian military intervention in Ukraine. And it was forced upon Russia. There was no alternative left for Russia. Russia did everything she could to try to avoid it, to resolve the problem. Not only was there a problem of oppression, and we have a lot to talk about that, oppression in those parts of Ukraine which did not accept the bogus coup d'etat that took place in 2014, financed from abroad, to overthrow a government in Ukraine which was friendly to Russia, and to replace it with one which was monstrously hostile to Russia. And this was not acceptable to so many people in Ukraine who were Russian speaking for themselves. And they considered themselves to be a part of Russia ancestry. And because these people refused to accept it and resisted that coup d'etat in Ukraine in 2014, what Ukraine responded with was the same kind of oppression that you have in India and Kashmir. And so there was war in Ukraine going on between the government of Ukraine and those who resisted the change in government. And people were being killed, war was going on. And this went on for 7 years, 7 long years, until eventually Russia intervened to liberate these people from oppression. And we're going to have to deal with that subject today. I don't know how long it'll take. But there was also another reason for Russia's intervention, and that is Ukraine was moving in the direction of joining the military alliance that was hostile to Russia, namely the North American Treaty Alliance, NATO, Treaty Organization, NATO. And Russia was warning and warning and warning, we will not allow this. This is an unacceptable security threat to Russia. And so after all the warnings had been ignored by the Western world, and they said, no, Ukraine has the right to join NATO and you can't stop it. And then eventually, when there was no other option left, Russia, in order to save her own people, Russian-speaking people in Ukraine, from oppression,